Hello, this is Dr. Gary, and we make good bosses into great leaders. This video is the second in a series of videos that explains the 7 steps of intentional leadership. This will cover steps 4 through 7, or the team side of the 7 steps model. When I took over a regional technology company, the sales team had over 4 years of declining sales, and I was the 5th sales leader during this period. Revenues were down 33%. The cost of sales were almost 3 to 4 times what they were supposed to be. The benevolent owner was reluctant to lay off any employees, and morale was horrible. I conducted an engagement survey that resulted in a cumulative score below 20%. Compare this to a good company's average of around 40% engaged employees and world-class organizations having over 70% engagement. The only thing the engagement survey did was verify that the team was actively disengaged. Not a good description for a sales team. To add to the ambiguity, there were no sales quotas, no communication of revenue or margin goals, and no expectation of activity levels. This place was a mess. The good news was I took this position at the beginning of December, which was the end of the fiscal year. This was a natural time to set goals, develop sales compensation plans, clarify our marketing message, and align our partnering strategies. We also started weekly and monthly sales meetings. We did book readings, we did training, and a few contests to create renewed interest in the responsibility of top-line business development. Sales started to increase the second half of the next year, and we met our annual goal of 18% growth. The second year sales increased another 26%, which got us back to the best previous years that this company had experienced. There was a lot that contributed to this success, from the established relationships of the owner, the new discipline created in operations, a completely redesigned sales compensation system, a focused marketing message, and the dedication of the support team. And it all started with leadership. Years later, after I left that organization, 2 of the members of that sales team were having dinner with me. And one told me a story about those first few weeks. Sitting in that first meeting with the sales team, he turned to his friend and said, "I don't know if I'm going to like this guy, but we certainly are not going to be confused." Well, steps 4, 5, 6, and 7 are learning to get things done with others in an organized, cooperative manner through strong relationships while competently executing towards common goals. In other words, steps 4 through 7 eliminates confusion. Step 4 is organizing. And organizing a team or company starts with a mission to guide your decisions, a set of values to guide your behaviors, and strategy to guide your course. This is a step that removes the ambiguity of individuality, and ambiguity is the enemy of success, and step 4 is the step of clarity. Step 5 is building relationships, and is something most of us do unconsciously. We've been around each other our whole life. Shouldn't it just come naturally? Maybe it should, but in our complex, diverse world, it's not simple or straightforward. When I was teaching a multicultural leadership course a few years ago, a young student from Thailand described her first meeting with her American sponsors at the airport. She explained her fright when she was physically embraced in public by her new family. She was terrified. This was not the way things were done in Thailand. And the American family, although they had been informed of the proper Thai greeting, were overcome with the excitement and hugged her in public. Something as simple as a greeting can be offensive or scary when customers are ignored. Don't be ignorant of other person's needs and norms. Pay attention. Great leaders focus at least half of their effort on people by listening and serving. Step 6 is competencies. We categorize competencies into leadership, management, and technical arenas. I have several clients in the construction industry. They have a common set of competencies that are paramount to the success in that industry: project management, estimating, and negotiating. As the president of one of these companies is fond of saying, a badly managed job can cost us a lot of money. A poorly estimated job can cost us the company. What are the key 4 to 5 competencies necessary for your company or your industry in order to compete and to succeed? Step 7 is execution, and this is about getting things done. As a friend of mine is fond of saying, let's not confuse activity with accomplishment. Execution is about measuring, tracking, reporting, and evaluating key performance indicators. We review these KPIs and action plans in regularly scheduled meetings daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and annually. The action plans are the third important part of executing, along with key performance indicators and meetings. Every meeting should end with a review of the action steps outlining what will be done, by whom, and by when. We call it the 3 W's. Have you ever been in a meeting that ends without a single W? That's when the W turns into a waste of time. That's the team portion of the 7 steps: organizing, relationship building, competencies, and executing. Future videos will explore each of these 7 steps of intentional leadership individually and in more detail. Thank you for listening. This is Dr. Gary, making good bosses into great leaders.